everything hurts. Oh, my mom bought me a new bookshelf. Did the fact that he was a dragon make it hotter? What's up, it's Jan, back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. Let's start another mood reading vlog to keep my sanity in check. It's currently Tuesday. I'm working from home. I decided to just start a mood reading vlog because I have two more themed / Patreon reading vlogs going right now. So I'm like, everything else I read, I don't have anywhere to like shelve them in a vlog, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have anywhere to put them. I was trying to convince myself to accept that because it's only gonna be, like, this vlog is either gonna be 3 or 4 days long because Friday starts my Lair Readathon vlog, or I'm gonna extend it to a whole nother week, depending how much I read. I want to try to get at least 4 books in this vlog, which is doable because I just finished We Live Here Now by Sarah Pinborough, which I started for Summerween. I get to check off my coffin covers challenge for the month, which is my Patreon monthly reading challenge. It's super chill. It's just to find something on the cover every month and read one book that has that in it. And this month it is buildings, or a building, and a house does count as a building. This is also my July TBR, and it was on my Summerween TBR, but that didn't happen. This has super short chapters. I gave it 4 stars. I love short chapters no matter what, whether I like the book or not. I will have a good time because the chapters are short. It would have been a 3 just based on the first half, and then not even the second half, because Gabby told me when I visited her that she read this and she gave it, I think, 3 or 3.5 stars, and she said the second half was way better. So I'm like halfway through and I'm like, it's not getting better, it's still boring. So like, it's really just the last 90 pages, I feel like. It's only 287 pages and it took me forever. I should have been able to read this in a day, but alas. With that being said, you needed all that build up to get to the 90 pages. I feel like this could have been a good novella as well, but it wouldn't have been as fleshed out as it was. Every character in this book is flawed. Everyone had something fucked up that they did. They have some unlikable trait, etc. So I didn't really like any of the characters, but I did like that Sally was a girl's girl at the end and Emily was then led to do some queen shit, and the twist was really fucking good. There are these chapters that are from a Raven's perspective, which I didn't really understand. I know it's a nod to Edgar Allan Poe because it did say like nevermore in those chapters, but I didn't really get the point for the story. I feel like I missed something there. I feel like I would reread this at some point, not soon, but like years from now, because I feel like I missed some stuff and like maybe there's foreshadowing that I didn't know to look for, obviously. But I feel like there's also symbolism in those Raven chapters. I know the overall ultimate purpose of it because it led to a big reveal in the plot, but I don't know if they were all very necessary. But anyway, gave that 4 stars. Let me do a fun fact. If you're new here, hi, I do fun facts for every book I read, at least every book I remember to do a fun fact for. I don't want to do ravens because I've done them so many times. Ravens and crows I've done so many times. Maybe I'll do Edgar Allan Poe. How about that? That'd be fun. Edgar was a gambler at university, served in the military, made a lot of enemies. He was an orphan, and he published his first book at the age of 18. That's all that Google gave me without hitting more items or see more or whatever. So there we go, starting the vlog off strong. Today, the books I'm gonna work on that aren't part of another vlog. So right now I'm working on a With a Vengeance by Riley Sager spoiler-filled buddy read vlog with Joey for Patreon, and then my public vlog that I'm working on is finally trying to finish up my next episode for Keep It or Kick It, the series on my channel that's like the TBR takedown type of videos, and it's Aardvark Book Club themed, and I have 2 more books to finish for that. So everything else that I read are kind of just like stragglers, you know? So that's what this vlog's for. I have Wild Dark Shore still, I know. Basically, these stragglers are gonna be like my current reads, or maybe library books or whatever. I am 30% through this. I just checked because the audiobook came like 4 days ago to my Libby, and I was liking this, and I do like the audiobook from what I've heard. It's the little snippet of it. I think I do want to definitely finish this. I did break up with Book of the Month, finally canceled my subscription after 6 years. It's not like it's gonna count towards a Book of the Month challenge, like the app challenge towards that prize, you know? So I've been putting off Book of the Month books, but it'd be nice to finally finish this. Also, my nails match really nicely. Amazing. I have carryovers from June. I have carryovers from last year. I know, insane. And then I have 10 checkouts from the library. I have this stack. Everything is just a mess. So we're gonna try to finish some books, kill this little funk that I've been in. I hate calling it a slump because I feel like I rarely ever get into slumps. I think I was in a slump at one point since May, but I think Summerween and visiting Gabby fixed that for me. I just really need to start focusing more. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to work. I'll talk to y'all after, I guess. I am sprinting with my patrons tonight at 6. I just had my lunch break. We gotta work through my July TBR too, because I'm actually making my way downtown, you know what I mean? Like, pretty proud of myself for sticking to my TBR this month for the most part, but this is the time to stray away as well. Hope you enjoy this vlog. Gonna go see an early release for the first time. We're making it, baby.
Financial freedom, here we come.
Just kidding, we bought it. It's not a VIP thing.
We were like invited.
We're seeing House on Eden. So exciting. Hi. The movie sucked, not gonna lie. I'm not a huge found footage girly, but that really sucked because it was so shaky on a big screen. Like, you couldn't look away. There was nowhere to look, or whatever. 2 out of 5, to be honest. Back to my mood reading vlog after my Lair readathon ended. I did start That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human this past weekend. I'm planning on finishing it, probably like tomorrow. I'm 164 pages in and I'm really liking it. I don't know if I'm liking this more or the first one more. I gave the second one 2 stars. I'm trying to be an Omegaverse, werewolf girly, like just dipping my toes here and there. I do own a few Omegaverse books now, some of them unintentionally, but that one was not it for me. Bride was a little bit better, but anyway, this one is about our girl Cherry, who is stuck in this tower with this dragon, and then she thought she was getting saved by this other dragon, but really he was just also kidnapping her and taking her to his house, which is much better because there's like a library and everything's nicer and cleaner and he's richer and blah 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 blah, because you know, dragons hoard. Okay. And then they're like attracted to each other. She's trying to find her way back home in Boohale. This is the last book I have to read in the Mead Mishaps series. I also have read the novella / short stories, A Bump in Boohale, and whatever the other one's called, Mischief something, I don't remember. This one's feeling like maybe 4 stars. I feel like there are gonna be some cringy moments just because, but it's hilarious so far. We're meeting some sentient inanimate objects, some animals with human names. It's a fun time. I'm 164 pages in. I think I started this yesterday, I want to say, and I got like 100 pages into it. It's really quick. The font is huge. I just haven't had time because yesterday we went to a paranormal circus with my friend Tatsu. She paid for tickets, she treated us, she spoiled us. It was for my birthday, and she also got me gifts. I'm gonna show y'all right now. So she got me this backpack I used tonight. It's so fucking cute. Like, look at him. I love Trick or Treat. I love Sam. Literally my lanyard for my keys is Trick or Treat. It's such good quality too, and it's the perfect size for a book, my camera, my phone, and my wallet. And then she also got me these cute ass slippers with a ghost, and then these little things, like a little bat sticker and a little pin with a skull and a book, and then literally $80 worth of gift cards to Barnes & Noble and Bucket of Blood. Are you fucking joking, Tatsu? Incredible. I don't know what I did to deserve her in my life. I've known her for like 15 years, but we just started hanging out finally. Isn't that crazy? Life works in mysterious ways, for real. I think it's like almost 10 p.m. now. I am just gonna read this book for the rest of the night. Tomorrow morning, hopefully I'm gonna edit. We have things going on tomorrow that's kind of causing me a little bit of anxiety, but we're just gonna see what happens. Let the universe take over, you know what I mean? For the rest of the week, week, the plan is to finish this, and then I'm gonna hop over back to my Keep It or Kick It vlog to finish Hungerstone. And then I'm gonna come back to this vlog and hopefully finish Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil and also start Nightshade by Autumn Woods. And then this weekend, I'm gonna do my Bloody Read vlog, and then my cramming vlog starts. I'm gonna try to finish my July TBR as much as I can, plus You Found Oliver by Dustin Tao. Unless I decide to pick that up this week somehow, somewhen. I was hoping I'd be done with this by now, but alas. Living his best fall life.
I'm trying so hard.
We came here just for him. Look, show him what you're buying.
She wants me to get this. It smells pretty good.
It's blowing.
Guys, I finished a book. A book off of my 25 for 2025. And a book that completes a series. Everybody clap. Thank you. I'm gonna give it a strong, solid 4-star. I debated on giving it a 5 because it felt right. At the end, I felt good about it and I had a really good time reading this book all the way through. I love the steamy scenes. Did the fact that he was a dragon make it hotter? I don't know. Am I turning into a monster romance girly? Probably not, but I could if it's the right monster. It was so cute, like the little gestures, I guess they were grander gestures, they're not really little, they're big gestures that he did for her, and then the one character that's like super misunderstood that had a little reveal at the end, the epilogue, it all came together really nicely at the end for the whole series. We saw characters from previous books. I'm sad I didn't like the second one. Part of me wishes I kept it so I could reread it and see, but I gave it a 2 and I unhauled it. But it's okay, I have the first and the third, and then I read the novellas on my Kindle. It's fine. They're technically standalones anyway, so whatever. I think I will read Kimberly Lemming's newest book, the Alien video game one. I don't even know what it's called. It looks ridiculous. I don't think I'm gonna buy it. I might get it from my library, but I might just like get it from a different library because if I place a hold, then that means my coworkers will see that I'm reading that ridiculous book. And I'm kind of embarrassed because it's a ridiculous title, but I think it'll be fun. Wow, I just feel so accomplished that I did this. What am I gonna do for a fun fact? Where is my phone? Well, her name's Cherry, but I think I recently did a Cherry fun fact for Sour Cherry when I read that book. So let's do Cinnamon because that's her sister's name. That's the main character of the first book. I feel like I haven't done a fun fact in so long. The sticks are often called quills. I did not know that. There you go. All right, what's next? Actually, I do know what's next. I'm gonna switch back to Hungerstone for my Keep It or Kick It vlog, and then I'll come back when I start Nightshade by Autumn Woods. I think I said this all yesterday. But what I got from Barnes, I used my gift card from my friend Tatsu, and then of course I used more than what the gift card had on it, but whatever. I went there for Arcana Academy by Elise Kova. Look how gorgeous. And then today I found out that this came out. I had no idea this was even releasing. I didn't see any announcements about this. I don't think I follow Lexi Ryan on Instagram, but I'm only 100 pages into Beneath These Cursed Stars, but it's the companion duology to these Hollow Vows and these Twisted Bonds, which I loved. I gave 5 stars to both of those books. So obviously I'm gonna read this. When I'm at Barnes & Noble, I try to look for books that I've never heard of. I'm going to be doing a vlog, reading books that I bought without the internet's influence, and I could read Soul Match. It's by Rebecca Danzen Baker, and I've never heard of this author, never heard of this book, never saw it on Instagram or YouTube or anything. Watch I'm Gonna See It Now because of that one phenomenon that I always forget. Is it like Botter something phenomenon when you don't see anything and then you see it once and then you see it everywhere? This is a YA dystopian and it sounds so good. It's 200 years after World War III. Every 18-year-old must report to the government to learn about their past lives. Good souls leave the institute with their inheritance, a career path, and if they're lucky, a soulmate. Bad souls leave in handcuffs. And it's supposed to be like thrilling with a lot of twists and stuff, so super excited for this. Plus it's YA, so it shouldn't be too confusing. I'll see y'all again when I start Nightshade and give you my initial thoughts. Hello, my spooky cuties. I'm here, back at this vlog, July 25th. It's Friday night. I left work early because my meds are late and everything hurts. Okay, I slept for 3 hours after work and I finally ended my next Keep It or Kick It episode. So now we can solely focus on this vlog. And I say solely, but I also have to start my Lair Bloody Read vlog for The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark. So I'll probably start that at some point this weekend. I need to get myself out of this slump. Like I need to claw my little fingies into the fucking dirt and crawl out of the slump because it's getting ridiculous. I read 22 pages yesterday and I was so fucking mad at myself. I don't do that. My minimum is 100 pages, so that was frustrating. But I did finish Hungerstone tonight, and I think the only correct answer to solving this problem, at least to start, a yeehaw romance. You know? So I think the best way to go is to read the prequel novella to the Gold Rush Ranch series, which is called Out of the Gate, and it's at the end of my copy of Off to the Races, which I read last month. It follows, I believe, someone's parents, Dermot and Ada. Ooh, there are letters. It is about 100 pages. I'm gonna start this tonight, and then we're gonna see if I'm in the mood for something off my actual July TBR. I would love to continue Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, but Hungerstone is so similar with the lesbian vampires, you know? So I don't want to like burn out and do that book a disservice. So I think I'm gonna start Nightshade by Autumn Woods, because all the strategies for me getting out of a slump don't work. The only things that work are yeehaw romances, or romance in general, really. Just like brain candy type books, and then starting a bunch of books at once. But I'm already at 16 current reads. I'm technically at like 20, but I soft DNF'd a few and I took them off my currently reading tab on Goodreads. We're gonna try the two methods that work for me. Reading an all-time favorite doesn't work. Reading shorter books sometimes works, but depends. Like I need to be like checking things off. So like TBR books would help. I have a couple romances on my 2025 TBR, but I'm also thinking of doing a Keep It or Kick It episode for my 2025 TBR. So I'm like saving those books, but I really shouldn't. I should just work on them. But we'll see what happens. It's Friday. I don't have many plans this weekend at all. I have a movie night with Patreon on Sunday, and I told my mom I'd come over tomorrow. I have to clean a lot. I just want to rot this weekend, basically, because next weekend is going to be very busy. Well, next month in general is going to be so busy with a lot of bookish events. Full Moon Readathon. Horror Convention is going to kick off August for Joey and I. There's a lot next month, so I just want to take this last weekend of July to chill. With that being said, I'm going to go eat some dinner, and I'll let y'all know when I start Out of the Gate. I hate that I can't just read on my Kindle. Like now I have to have this whole book and it'll throw me off when I put in my wrap up, or maybe I just don't put it on my wrap up shelf and just insert a picture when I do my wrap up. Okay, goodbye. I'll talk to you later. Alright, my dudes, we have done some reading. I'm about 60 pages away from finishing Out of the Gate. So it's an age gap romance slash childhood friends, I guess, to lovers. Like, she had a crush on him. He was like, you're too young, you're pathetic. She made a move on him when she was 18, and then he went off to the army. Now he's back, and she's attractive, and he's attracted to her. It's reading super quickly, as Elsie Silver's books do, so I think it is helping me feel accomplished by turning pages constantly. And then I also started Nightshade by Autumn Woods. I'm only 6 pages in, but I love the font. I read the synopsis again on the back. What made me pick this up, actually Joey paid for this. I didn't hear about this when I picked it up, like at all. I didn't even know it was coming out. I never heard anyone talk about it online, and now it's everywhere. So I'm like, okay, let me read it before I start Shield of Sparrows, because that was the one that won the poll on my Instagram. I was like, what should my next romantasy be? Anyway, what made me pick this up is because it's in an academic setting, and it says mystery, murder, revenge. Welcome to Sorrow Song University. So apparently this girl Ophelia is at this university via scholarship, because it's like this prestigious elite university where kids from the wealthiest of families attend. She is trying to solve the mystery of her parents' accidental death. There are suspects at this school, and then she gets stalked by someone apparently. And it says he's her enemy, she's his everything. Prologue was very romantic. There's another blurb on the back that says he'll burn the world down for her, but she'll burn his to the ground. I love a revenge story, so I'm hoping this captivates me. Fighting my way out of this reading slump. That's the goal at the end of this vlog before I start my cramming vlog next week. I'm hoping reading this romance would scratch my itch before I go into The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark, which is my Patreon buddy read. And it's a thriller, and I'm not in the mood for a thriller right now. I just imported footage for my next Patreon video where Joey and I buddy read with a vengeance. So I'm gonna get this all set up so I can edit tomorrow. But for now, goodbye, good night. It's midnight. I took a 3-hour nap today, so I'll probably be up for at least another hour. Teehee. All right, y'all, good morning. Today we're channeling cozy vibes all day long. I'm probably gonna start like 3 more books today, but the important thing is I finished a book. I finished Out of the Gate. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I like the ending, like I like the epilogue. I like their relationship with each other. It was kind of annoying that he kept saying like, I'm too old for you, but like I also get it. And then there were letters involved at one point towards the end. I'm a hoe for letters, y'all know this, so that really solidified the 3-star. I wish it weren't a novella. I would read a whole book with Ada and Dermot. I think they have enough history where they could talk about it more, but they kept focusing on this one moment. I feel like it could have been longer. I would have loved to get to know both of them more, because pretty much all we know about Ada is she is younger than Dermot. She made a move on him, and she loves training horses. She has this horse named Penny. I don't know much about her. And then Dermot, all we know about him is that he's older than Ada, and he left for the army 3 years prior to this book, and that he's suffering from some PTSD triggers from the army, and he just, you know, thinks he's too fucked up for Ada. He's seen too much or whatever for her to handle. He just needed to get over himself and just face reality and follow his heart. But yeah, 3 stars. Do I have... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a fun fact about pennies, because the horse's name was Penny, and it was like, oh, she was our lucky penny. The Lincoln Penny's design was created by Victor David Brenner, a Lithuanian immigrant. Okay. Next, I'm going to go into You Found Oliver by Dustin Tao. This is the author of You've Reached Sam. This is the sequel. I sobbed over You've Reached Sam. That vlog is one of my most highly performing vlogs to date. I don't know why. It was from 2021, I believe. I'll link it down below if you're curious. But yeah, made me sob. I also read When Haru Was Here not too long ago, just a couple months ago. That one didn't make me cry. It made me really emotional though. But this one, I think it might make me cry. You've Reached Sam was about this dude who I believe died in a car accident, and we followed his girlfriend, and it's kind of a magical-ish type thing. I don't even know. There were like magical elements. In When Haru Was Here, there was something weird going on too. But in this, we follow Oliver, who keeps texting Sam. It's been a year since his best friend Sam died. One day he accidentally hits the call button and someone picks up. But it's not Sam. Sam's number has been reassigned to a dude named Ben, and then they probably fall in love. I'm excited. I love the fall vibes on this side, and this book comes out in September. I believe September 30th, I want to say. Thank you to Penguin Teen for sending me an early copy. So excited to get into it. I'm hoping it's really quick, because I read the other 2 really quickly. I love Dustin Tao's writing. He writes emotion really well, and y'all know I'm not a huge YA contemporary reader anymore, but Dustin Tao is an exception. I feel like this entire vlog has been in my bed, and I didn't film at all today. I filmed my August TBR, but in terms of this vlog, I didn't film anything. But I made a lot of progress. I read 156 pages of You Found Oliver, and I'm loving it. It's so good. It has that classic Dustin Tao thing that he does, where something not quite right is happening, and it almost feels magical or like time manipulation-y, but like you get 0 answers. I'm not even expecting any answers. I was just waiting for them to catch on to what's going on so that they can make some sort of sense with it, and that's like the bare minimum. Something about Dustin Tao's books is just so frustrating because it's like the characters are just out of reach. And the reason I say that phrase, I don't know if it's just because I was just listening to Just Out of Reach by Mayday Parade in the car, but it fits really well to what I'm trying to say about these characters. I don't know how to explain it, but the characters in all three of his books so far have the same dynamic kind of, and there's this thing happening that messes with their interactions with each other. It's a comforting feeling now that I am so familiar with Dustin Tao's writing. I was flying through this book. We just got back from my mom's. Joey and my stepdad watched Terrifier 2, and I was reading for a lot of it. I also fell asleep at some point. I was just hanging out with my mom. I was just flying through these pages. It doesn't even feel like I'm reading, and that's what I needed because it's been a while since a book made me feel like this. At least this month. Like, it's been a couple weeks. Like, Summerween was the last time I felt like I was making good progress every time I sat down and read a book. I also started, all my books are out in the living room. I also started Take Your Turn Teddy. Oh my god, the beginning of that is already so wild. Not in like the horror sense. I mean, I guess it is kind of horrifying, but okay, in the first chapter, well, first of all, there's an author's note in the beginning. It's one of the best author's notes I've ever read, and it's not just because I met Haley and everything, but like she was so vulnerable in this author's note, but at the same time, it was just such good poetic writing. But anyway, in the first chapter, this 10-year-old kid, Teddy, walks in on his dad fucking his babysitter. I was like, oh my god. It was literally within the first like 3 pages, so that's probably as close as I'm gonna get to spoiling anything. It's already wild. It's so well written so far. I'm already invested. Nothing's even happened other than getting to know these characters and what a piece of shit his dad is. Those are all my updates. I will try to film something. Oh, my mom bought me a new bookshelf. So tomorrow, that's our project. We're gonna clear out some room in this bedroom and I'm gonna build that shelf and I will document it, hopefully. Okay, good night. Hello, good morning. It's gonna be a busy Sunday. I got up pretty late today because I'm still in pain. A couple more days till my meds come in. I'm gonna do a lot of hand work today by building a bookshelf and moving all this shit. This is a situation right now. I moved this over against the wall because I'm gonna put the bookshelf here. It's the same exact bookshelf as this, so it's not like super wide. So I'll still have a little bit of space. Maybe I could get another one in there, but I disassembled another clothing rack since Joey got these things to like dry his air dry clothes that go on the door. I was able to take his clothes off the rack, put them in the closet, disassemble that rack. I need to get rid of a bunch of clothes today. I need to put these clothes away from like 3 weeks ago. We're just gonna clean this bedroom up a little bit and then we're gonna build the bookshelf. Probably not till tonight. I really want to go to a coffee shop and finish You Found Oliver. Less than 100 pages away from finishing. It's pretty steady right now. He's just trying to figure out what's going on and if he's gonna tell anyone. Oliver is best friends with Julie now, who is Sam's girlfriend, who was Sam's girlfriend in the first book. So they're best friends, but she is studying abroad in Copenhagen, so their communication is not great at the moment. So he's doing his own thing, figuring this thing out with Ben. Nothing super crazy is happening right now. I can't wait to see how it ends though, because it's fascinating. That's the plan for today. I think I'm gonna start the ghostwriter vlog today as well. I think once I finish You Found Oliver, I'm gonna end this vlog so I can start my cramming vlog. All right, everyone. A few hours later, it's 7 p.m. We had our Lair Lounge night. We watched the movie Drop. That was stressful. Now I'm working on my bullet journal, and it's gonna be like celestial themed because full moon readathon. I uploaded my Carmilla vlog for With a Vengeance, which I buddy read with Joey. Did I say that already? I don't know. Speaking of Joey, he's building my bookshelf for me because I usually do it myself, at least with this spinny one and then the little one in the bedroom, but I simply cannot with my hands and all those IKEA doohickeys. So he's oh so kindly doing that for me while I work on my bullet journal. I am liking ghostwriter for my other vlogs, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish You Found Oliver, but I'll try my best. But for now, I gotta do this. Then I'm gonna put laundry away and maybe I'll have time to organize books. We'll see.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Full everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden.
Hello, good morning. No, it's not. It's afternoon. I'm working from home today. I'm technically on my lunch break. And I finally finished You Found Oliver. And I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It felt like a feel-good movie that leaves you wanting more or leaves you like a little bit frustrated, but it's like you're happy for the characters at the same time. It's kind of like the feeling of when you finish the movie 500 Days of Summer. The ending of that, I literally wrote on the last page. It felt like the way I felt after watching that movie. They are not that similar at all, really, to be honest. Literally not similar at all. But the ending, it was just the feeling that it gave me. That's the best way I can explain it. I don't know. But this feels like a classic Dustin Tao book. If you liked his other books, you'll definitely like this one. It just didn't feel like a 5-star because of that middle portion where the characters figured out what's going on and then just kind of went with it. But Dustin Tao did it well, I think. And it's a very sweet story. And yeah, I like all the characters, and I'm not a huge fan of YA contemporary anymore, but something about this writing and these characters just make me literally forget I'm reading. I don't know if it's the text messages making it feel quicker or what, but it felt like a movie. And I rarely ever say that about books. I'm gonna do a fun fact about Joni Mitchell, actually, because she was mentioned quite a lot. There were characters who enjoyed listening to her music. Her full name is Roberta Joan Anderson. She was initially pursuing painting before music. She's a polio survivor? She got it when she was 9 and she made a full recovery. That's wild. Wow, okay. If you don't know who Joni Mitchell is, here's a picture. Or several pictures, I guess. There you go. Yeah, so that brings this vlog to an end. I don't even know what I finished in this vlog. Did I finish That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human? I think I did, right? I finished that in this vlog. I finished Out of the Gate, and I finished You Found Oliver. Did I read anything else? Was this just a romance vlog? What? I started a lot of books. I also started Tin Man. I don't think I ever mentioned it, but look at my little Kobo case. She's so cute. Okay, yeah, I think I just read romance in this vlog. Interesting. Okay, so I randomly started Tin Man at night. This is by Sarah Winman. I have 3 hours left, apparently. I'm 20% in. Last night, I woke up at 2 a.m. randomly, and I couldn't fall back asleep, so I started reading more of Tin Man. And it's another queer story. It's a short little lit fic, and there are different timelines. The chapter I'm in right now is 1996. I mean, I can't really tell you much about it. There's not much to tell. It's just like mundanities, and I think it's a coming of age. I'm not sure why it's called Tin Man just yet, but one of my patrons recommended this. The blurb on the front says, "A small miracle, how rich this meditation on love, art, loss, and redemption." I got it from my library because nothing on Kobo Plus nor my ARC shelf appealed to me at that time when I started this, so that was also started. I guess I only finished romance books, but I started Take Your Turn Teddy, The Ghostwriter in a different vlog. What happened in this vlog? I got a new bookshelf, and then I replaced these books on the spinny shelf with books I've read. So everything in the bedroom are books that I've read, except my little TBR shelf on my nightstand. But everything out there are books I haven't read yet, except for like a quarter of the shelf in the TV stand shelf, and then my book of the month books. I have the bottom 2 shelves as books I've read. So that's what I did last night. Sorry I didn't get more b-roll of me doing that. I know that's satisfying to watch sometimes, but that's all I got. I'm glad I got another art out of the way. I'm glad I got a 25 for 2025 book out of the way. I also finished Hungerstone in this vlog. Well, not in this vlog, but during the time I was filming this vlog. But that also had a romance, but it's technically a gothic horror. Is there a cherry blossom emoji? There's gotta be. Or just like that pink flower. Yeah, that pink flower. Put that in the comments down below if you made it to the end of this mood reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a 5-star day. Don't forget to do some self-care, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.